2 or 3 weeks later, I'm sitting in a chair in Kodiak, Alaska. I'm about to preach a Sunday morning service. Wanda was not with me. She didn't go on that trip, so I'm there by myself. And I'm sitting there with my Bible open in my lap. I'm going to tell the people what I just told you. And I have that open to the account in Matthew of when Simon of Cyrene, carried the cross. I'm planning to preach the message about carrying the Lord's cross and all of that. And I'm sitting there, and what I heard, what seemed to me to be an audible voice, whether it came out here or what, but I heard a voice say, "He blessed my son, so I blessed his." I'm sitting there with my Bible open to the story of Simon of Cyrene, and I heard the voice of God say, "He, Simon, blessed my son, so I blessed his." So I did a little search real quick, and I found the account in the book of Mark, where it says, Simon of Cyrene, the father of Alexander and Rufus. Well, I thought, well, there you he had boys. I didn't know that. I had never read that account. If I ever read it, it didn't register in my mind. But Lord, you said that you blessed his son. If you said that, there's got to be a way for me to know that. So I got in my little concordance, and I typed in the Alexander and Rufus, but I found Rufus over in the book of Romans. I think it's chapter 16. You know, where Paul greets everybody? And who reads that? Who reads greet so-and-so? So I always skip that whole chapter because I'm not concerned about who he greets. Well, it turns out there's a secret there. We need to understand that Mark wrote the Gospel of Mark from Rome. Therefore, it's believed by the commentators that he was acquainted with the two sons of Simon of Cyrene. Now, here is this obscure man that nobody knew. Now his sons are so noteworthy that one of the writers of the Gospel mentions them in his Gospel account. Then I found this little phrase where Paul says, "And greet Rufus, choice, chosen, set apart, and highly regarded of the Lord. And his mother, who is as a mother to me." I was undone. There I have a proof. I did the study. I researched it. You can do it as well. All the commentators agreed that Rufus was the son of Simon of Cyrene, the little man and of obscurity that helped God. So not only was Simon transformed, his whole family. That gets to me because every time I tell that, I want my son and daughters to be blessed. I would like to leave a legacy. Because we carried the cross. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So Simon was transformed. Not only that, his wife became a spiritual mother to the Apostle Paul. That was a good day. That was a good day. Transformed by circumstance. Transformed by your duty and your responsibility. Chosen before the foundation of the world. In my experience, I didn't tell this part, but I saw that everything that had gone on in his life, every decision Simon